Hello everyone, Ampro Engineering here. This time I wanted to go over a cosmetic improvement to the Tamiya Hornet, the Grasshopper, but in this case, this particular modification will fit lots and lots and lots of Tamiyas. This happens to be the front bumper. The Tamiya Hornet has a significantly larger front bumper, which, don't get me wrong, is incredibly useful. But for me, I'm not of the age any longer where I need to see if the Hornet can indeed fly 75 feet through the air. Maybe it can. I'm not too interested in that. So what I did is I just took the basic proportions of the original bumper, and we've got a Hornet right here. And I simply made sure that I captured the major design elements of the bumper, but I did do away with these legs here. And because I love fog lights really in general, I decided to make a couple of little bosses at the bottom to mount some additional lights. So it gives you a bit of a unique look in the front of the car. You've got all four of the lights staring right at you. I mentioned a moment ago that this bumper does fit a lot of Tamiya cars. I originally made sure that it would fit the Hornet, but the Grasshopper is also a viable option. It'll bolt right onto there with no problems. I also discovered that not only does it fit the Grasshopper, but it also fits the Grasshopper 2 without any problems whatsoever. And that's not a big surprise because this bumper and the original Hornet bumper are the exact same piece anyway. So this kind of led me to think, all right, well, that's great. It's going to fit the Super Hornet also. So it doesn't quite fit the Super Hornet, and this is why. Although the chassis of the Super Hornet and the chassis of the Grasshopper 2 are identical, the Super Hornet has the body that has this lip that hangs over quite substantially. And what happens is the bumper by itself bolts on no problem, but the lights actually do hit the bumper. So you can simply omit putting lights on here and it will fit your Super Hornet. I have tested this on the Frog, the Subaru Brat, and a few other Tamiyas. In fact, I even put it on my Midnight Pumpkin. It fits a lot of cars, but just note that I don't own every single Tamiya product ever made, so I couldn't test every single one. Overall, please remember that this bumper does lack any kind of protection for the front suspension of the Hornet. So if you are going to be running your car more aggressively, it's very important that you do keep this bumper, as it does provide protection for the front suspension. This is an ABS plastic which is incredibly flexible. This is laser sintered nylon. It's durable, but is in no way going to have the flexibility that this bumper has. Before we install the bumper, I did want to show you what you will receive if you purchase a black one. This black bumper is a finish that is removed from the print bed, dusted off, and then it is dyed in this black color. These all come white. You'll notice that there's many colors to choose from. In fact, I just ordered a purple one and a pink one for the June Watanabe Hornet that I have. So I'm excited to see those. But for the most part, I do pick this black color. Because it's nylon, the dye goes very deep into the plastic. It also takes paint remarkably well. So this is straight off the printer after it's been dyed. And this is after about 2 coats of a low gloss black automotive engine paint. This is just spray can. I think it's Duplicolor. I can't quite recall, but it's a low gloss black. I did absolutely no sanding on it whatsoever. This is just take this, shoot it black, slap it on the car, and buzz it down the street. Let's go ahead and install this now. I went ahead and took off the old bumper, which I think you all will know how to do. So let's drop the screws in here. These are designed so that the screw actually passes through. I didn't even bother cleaning out the holes. I'm just kind of doing this as if I had absolutely no idea how the parts were coming in. Don't worry, because as you thread this in here, the screw will eventually just kind of slide through the hole and no threading is done on these particular areas here. So we'll just set it in place like so. I always back thread first. There we go. Wow, that was fast. There it is, installed. Could not be simpler. It's, I think, pretty darn straightforward. Nice and durable. What the heck was that? Stuff fell out of the cart. Nice and durable here. I think it's a nice visual improvement. At least will give your car a bit of a unique appearance in the realm of Hornets. And again, this does fit many cars that I've tried this on. I'll attach some photos toward the end. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe. I've got a lot more vehicles to go over. You can also find me on Instagram and Facebook at Ampro Engineering. And as usual, at the end of the video, you will see a link to my Shapeway storefront. You can also find that link in the description. Thank you again for watching. Again, I want to give a little shout out to Blue Pinto for allowing me to use all of their songs in my videos. Please check them out on Facebook as well. Thank you all very much. I'll see you next time.